Broncos country, hold that scream because today's news is one of those that'll make your orange heart beat faster. The Denver Broncos just shook up the NFL by selecting R.J. Harvey, the explosive running back out of UCF, in the second round of the 2025 draft with the 60th pick. And look, Sean Payton, our offensive maestro, has a huge smile on his face and a clear message: the Broncos' RB stable is on fire, and the competition is going to be insane. So grab a beer, throw on your Broncos jersey, and come with me, because this video is going deep into what this pick means for our future. Let's make some noise, Broncos country. Today, we're breaking down everything about R.J. Harvey, why he's the right guy for our offense, how he fits into Payton's scheme, and what this means for the rest of our backfield. And of course, I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you as hyped as I am for what's coming? Let's build this energy together because this is Denver, and we don't play around. First, let me introduce the new golden boy of our backfield. R.J. Harvey, 24 years old, from the University of Central Florida, is a running back who combines explosion, field vision, and Velcro hands to catch passes out of the backfield. This guy is a born playmaker, the kind that makes you jump off your couch screaming, "Let's go." Last college season, he ran for 1,577 yards, scored 22 rushing touchdowns, and added 20 receptions for 267 yards and 3 more TDs through the air. That's no joke, Broncos country. He's exactly the kind of player Sean Payton loves: versatile, dynamic, and with a crazy instinct for finding gaps in the defense. But what makes Harvey so special? According to Payton himself, he has maybe the best vision in the draft. That means the guy reads the field like he's got a built-in GPS. He's not the biggest RB, 5'9", around 210 pounds, but he makes up for it with agility, burst, and the ability to slice through defenses like the legendary Darren Sproles, another guy Payton turned into gold back in his Saints days. And get this, Harvey's already proven he can be a weapon in the passing game, something our offense has been desperately needing. You remember how much our run game struggled in recent years? Without a real threat at RB, we had to rely heavily on Bo Nix's arm and Payton's genius to move the chains. Now with Harvey, that all changes. He's the kind of guy who can turn a 3-yard play into a 30-yard gain with just the right cut. So tell me in the comments, who else is seeing Harvey as the next big name in our backfield? I'm smelling a breakout season. Now let's talk about the boss himself, Sean Payton. The man isn't just excited about Harvey, he's throwing fuel on the fire of our RB room. When the Broncos took RJ in the second round, it sent a loud, clear message to the rest of the running backs on the roster, like Audric Estime and Jaleel McLaughlin. Wake up, because the fight for the ball is on, Payton said in his post-draft presser. When we take a running back in the first or second round, it's a message to the room. It creates high-level competition. And Broncos country, you know, Payton loves a good position battle. What does that mean? That nobody's spot is safe. Estime, who flashed some power last season, is going to have to fight hard to keep his role. McLaughlin, with that crazy speed, will also need to prove he deserves snaps. And Harvey? He may be a high pick, but like Payton said, he's gonna have to sing for his supper. Translation: nothing's handed out in Payton's system. It's all about hard work, dedication, and showing out in the preseason. I love this mentality, Broncos country. Payton's building a team where only the best survive, and that's exactly what we need to get back to playoff contention, and maybe even dream about that Super Bowl ring. Do you think Harvey will take over the backfield, or will Estime and McLaughlin make it a real fight? Drop your takes in the comments. I want to feel that orange energy. Here's a juicy detail. Harvey wasn't just any pick. He was the Broncos' pet cat, that one-player GM George Paton and Coach Payton had their eyes on from the start of the draft process. You know when you see a college player and think, that guy's perfect for us? That was Harvey. Payton revealed that during their RB evaluations, Harvey stood out early. At UCF's Pro Day, he wowed with his route running and catching ability. Two traits Peyton highly values in a back, and here's the kicker. The Broncos were smart. They knew they had no shot at landing Ashton Jeanty, who went at pick 6 to the Raiders, rivals. So Harvey became the perfect plan B. And not just any plan B, Peyton compared his style to guys like Alvin Kamara, who he turned into one of the NFL's best backs in New Orleans. Just imagine Broncos country. A back with Harvey's burst, coached by Peyton with Bo Nix running the offense. I'm already picturing defenses having nightmares, and guess what? Harvey didn't come alone. The Broncos also drafted wide receiver Pat Bryant in the 3rd round, another guy Peyton has fired. Up about. Both were being targeted by an AFC rival, rumor says it was the Jaguars, but Denver moved fast and snatched them up. That shows Peyton and Peyton are playing chess while the rest of the league is playing checkers. Who else is proud of our front office? Raise your hand and drop a big "Go Broncos" in the comments. All right, Broncos country, let's get to the heart of the matter. How will R.J. Harvey be used in the Broncos offense? If you know Sean Payton, you know he loves Joker. Players, guys who can do a little bit of everything. Harvey fits that mold perfectly. He can run between the tackles, bounce outside with speed, catch short passes, and even line up as a slot receiver on certain plays. That kind of versatility is gold in Peyton's system, which thrives on confusing defenses with creative formations. Think about it. Imagine a play where Bo Nix fakes a handoff to Harvey, only to hit him with a screen pass in the flat. Or a 3rd and short, where Harvey takes a jet sweep and uses that Form 40 speed to slice through the defense. These are the types of plays Peyton lives to draw up, and Harvey is the perfect weapon to execute them. Plus, our offensive line is cooking. In 2024, it was ranked the best in the NFL by Pro Football Network. That's music to any RB's ears, because lanes will open, and Harvey has the vision and burst to turn those openings into big plays. I can already hear the Denver crowd erupting after a 50-yard run from Harvey. Are you all seeing him as RB1 from Week 1, or do you think Peyton will ease him in? I want to hear what Broncos country is thinking. For you fantasy football fans, here's a hot tip. Don't sleep on R.J. Harvey. Analysts are already comparing his potential impact to Bucky Irving, another RB who surprised a lot of people in the NFL. With Peyton calling the shots and our O-line clearing the way, Harvey could be a solid RB2 in redraft leagues, and a guy who breaks out in the second half of the season in dynasty leagues. He's already being viewed as a first-round rookie pick. So Broncos country, are you drafting Harvey to your fantasy squads yet? Drop your picks in the comments. Let's talk draft strategy. Beyond fantasy, what excites me most about Harvey is what he represents for our fan base. He's a blue-collar guy, not afraid of contact, and he works his tail off. That's pure Denver energy, a city that loves players who leave it all on the field. Harvey said in a press conference that he's ready to showcase all his skills for Broncos country, and that being drafted by Peyton means everything to him. That's the kind of energy we want in our locker room. Looking ahead, Broncos country, drafting Harvey is another big step in rebuilding our offense. With Bo Nix locking in as our QB of the future, Courtland Sutton and Marvin Mims Jr. shining at receiver, and now Harvey adding a spark to the ground game, Peyton's putting together an offense that can compete with anyone in the AFC. And don't forget, Peyton and Peyton still have room to sign undrafted free agents and fine-tune the roster. But here's the big question. Will Harvey be the guy who finally brings our run game back to the top? We haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher since the Philip Lindsay days. Harvey has the talent, the scheme, and the coach to change that. I truly believe he can be the next big name in our backfield, the one who reminds us of the glory days of Terrell Davis. So, Broncos country, it's time to make some noise. What did you think of the R.J. Harvey pick? Is he our RB of the future? Or will the battle with Estime and McLaughlin be tougher than it looks? Drop your predictions, your vibes, and all your love for the orange and blue in the comments. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss any Broncos content. The 2025 season is almost here, and with Harvey on board, I've got a feeling it's going to be a special one. Let's ride Broncos country. Go Broncos!